Hey guys, today I am going to be taking you through this gorgeous no blush makeup look. I am so obsessed with it. I have been wearing it throughout the entire week. It is everything. It's just the perfect natural glam look that is so easy to do, and I'm taking you through each step, why I do it the way I do it, and how I achieve this entire look. So let's get straight into it. My lips are so dry, so I'm starting off with the Fenty Skin Lip Mask. I really love this lip balm. It is so good. I love having lip balm on my lips, so by the time I'm done with my entire makeup look and I have like my lip gloss or lip liner, my lips are nice and supple and it's not cracked or just like a rough surface. I really want it to be smooth and moisturized. So now I'm going in with my skincare, and this is the Dior Capture Total Essence. So I do have a skincare routine that is different from the skincare that I do just before I do my makeup. This one is more so targeted at keeping my skin really plump and hydrated and moisturized. When it comes to my usual skincare, it's more so because I have oily, acne prone skin, so I'm using products that will really help with my acne breakouts or just with maintaining how smooth and nice my skin is. I love to go in with a good amount of this essence. It just feels like water on the face. Then going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. I just really love how thick and moisturizing this is. I don't think I've found a moisturizer that just complements my makeup looks as much as this Charlotte Tilbury one, so I'm consistently using it, but I need to find more alternatives. I love having alternatives to products, but I also love my favorites and I just keep using them. Sunscreen, using my Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. It's an invisible sunscreen, so there's no white cast. Love it. For my primer, I'm using the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I have recently just gone back to it. Sometimes I hate it, sometimes I love it, but I think I found what works for me with it. So I'm just gonna put this all over. Givenchy Prism Libre Foundation. This is the glow version. I believe they've updated their formula and packaging, but this is the one I have. I'm gonna go in the good amount. With my foundation, I always want to make sure I have a good coverage all over. If you have dark spots or if you have discoloration or hyperpigmentation in some areas, you may go in with a color corrector or with a concealer, and then you can go in with your foundation. And maybe I'll do that in my next tutorial. I can show you guys how I cover up dark circles, hyperpigmentation, dark spots. Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Concealer. This is in the shade 59N. So I like to go in with a shade that is somewhat similar to my skin tone, but just a bit lighter. It still does a good job of highlighting without it being too drastic. Then I can use a second concealer if I want. This is also optional. And I'll just pop it in to add that extra lighter touch. I do like a bright under eye. While all of that sits, I'm gonna go in with my contour. This is the Fenty Beauty Match Stick, and this is in the shade Caviar. I really like it, and I'm just gonna use just a touch of contour and then put some at the back of my hand so I can use it for my nose, and then I can just blend. I have really been loving this makeup look. It just is, it's beautiful, and you can really be fast with it, and it just gives you this gorgeous glam look without too many steps. So I just like to make sure I'm contouring wherever I need to contour. My jawline, my chin. Now I can blend out all of this highlight. I like to use a brush, and then I can go in with a beauty blender. Now for this look, it's also so important to not go too heavy-handed with your concealer, and also to not go too light. Yesterday I went to see Clear Soul here in LA, and honestly for the makeup look, I think I used too much concealer and it was too light. So I couldn't even find my first layer of concealer that isn't too light. So I went in with the really light one, and I just was like, yeah, this is why we don't do that. was just too light. So I'm just gonna blend. That's more so just a personal preference with this look. You can definitely go lighter if you please, but I've just kind of found the balance that works in keeping it really nice and complementary to your face, because I feel like blush helps just balance out the face. So if I'm not gonna have blush on the face, I really want to be more intentional with how I use that concealer. Just going in with that damp beauty blender to make sure everything's nicely blended out. Going in with that contour at the back of my hand. I want to contour my nose. I like to take it into my brows. Using my damp beauty blender, I am just going to go over every area just to make sure there are no harsh lines, no funny streaks, nothing. One thing I noticed is when I'm using the concealer, if I bring it down too much, it just creates like this void that needs to be filled with blush. So what I've been doing is, if I mistakenly bring it down too much, I just go over with my foundation brush and it instantly just fills up that space, so it doesn't look like I'm missing out on some blush. I noticed this yesterday and I was like, oh, that's why you look odd. You brought your concealer too far down and you weren't using blush, so it just looks like something's missing. Then I can just go back in with that beauty blender. So now I'm going in with my Laura Mercier loose translucent powder, taking it on a good flat brush, working it at the back of my hand so it's nicely blended into that brush. Then I'm gonna come in and set. Oh, look at that. Love, love, love. I have been obsessed with this makeup look all week, just like perfecting it and understanding why I love it. Going in with my One Size Ultimate Setting Powder. I like to set and then bake. I do that with every look, but the way I use the powder just differs. For this one, I want to bring back the brightness to my under eye. So I'm just making sure to really work that powder in. For a much glam, soft glam look, I would usually let the powder sit on top just a bit more. But with this look, I really just want to make sure I'm pressing in that powder, just really working it in. And then go over all the points that I used my highlighter. For this look, I am not using eyeshadow, so I use this One Size powder to set my eyelid and into my brows. It just removes any shine or glossiness. Now I can just like dust off that baking. Even though it's worked into the skin, I'm just going over with a brush to make sure everything is just seamless. Now going in with my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. Really want to load in that brush, and then I'll go in over my entire face. I've really been loving this to set my entire face. Going in with my Bobbi Brown highlighting powder, and I love to twirl in that brush, really load it in, work it into the back of my hand to remove any excess, so it's a really nice soft touch. Oh, look at that. Really, really love that. Tip of my nose, bridge of my nose, inner corner, underneath my brow bone, cupid's bow, a little bit on my chin. I usually fill in my brows before I do the highlighter, so I'm going in with my Kosas Brow Pop brow pencil. Really, really love it. It's almost gone. With this look, I also like to make sure the brows are really defined. It really just carries the entire look. This is the perfect example of why I do my makeup in certain ways. So we did the highlighter first and then I'm doing my brows. But now I'm doing my brows and I'm like, oh, what if I need to clean it up? I just put highlighter there. So I prefer to do the brows, then the highlighter. Or rather, I prefer to do like, once I'm done with my base, so like the final touch of powder, I definitely prefer to do my brows, move to my eyes, and then I can move into my highlighter, blush, and then the lips. So there is an order to how I like to do my makeup, just because of certain steps. So just to show you, in case you wanted to clean up your brows, I would just be cleaning up to help define the brow even more. I'm using this big concealer brush. You can definitely use a more detailed brush and just really go in there to clean it up. But I actually don't need to clean it up today. I just really wanted to show you guys. I filled it in quite nicely. For my eyes, I just want to go over again with that brush that we used with our one size powder, just to make sure everything's nicely blended. Going in with the CoverGirl Super Cloud mascara. I have been obsessing over this, and I keep telling you guys in every video when I use it, I really like it. I'm just making sure to coat my lashes as much as possible. I like to go in with as many coats just to really get the lashes defined. Don't forget your bottom lash line. Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Setting Spray. Going into my lips just to let this setting spray set and work its magic. I'm going in with my Amicole lip liner. I really love a defined lip. And going in with Makeup Forever Super Boost. This is a moisturizing and plumping lip gloss. I really like it. So for this look, I also love to keep the lips more natural. I think it just balances out in keeping everything like wow, you know. I do want the look to look glam but also natural, so I really want to be careful or mindful of what I put on my lips to just keep that balance. If not, I might feel like, oh shoot, I need to put like some blush to balance out the lips if it's like too intense or like a different color or something. So this is like the middle ground for me, just something that's more natural with a gloss, with a shine. I think it just complements the entire look. We've given the setting spray some time, so I'm going in with my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. This is in the shade 3 and it's a lighter shade, so I'm just going to take that and work it to this under eye and my highlight points. Going back into that Sephora powder, just want to work it in right here, the cheeks, forehead. Finally, with the NARS Light Reflecting Powder, I really love to load in my brush and then can go in as well for the cheeks, the entire face, forehead. And this is the final look, the perfect no blush makeup look. I am so obsessed. I've been working this throughout the entire week. Like, it is everything, and I'm glad I could take you guys through it. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. If you're loving it, let me know as well. I love talking to you guys, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Bye.